So you're thinking about giving something up for Lent. Or maybe you just want to better understand what Lent is all about. Lent, which begins on Ash Wednesday, is the season of the church calendar comprised of the 40 days minus Sundays leading up to Easter. Most people, if they're aware of Lent at all, know that traditionally some people give up something for Lent, like Facebook or ice cream. Jesus suffered for my sins and was nailed to a cross, bearing the punishment that I deserved, and I'm going to cut back on sweets. Even Stephen. There's so much more to fasting and to Lent than that. And so before you decide to give up eating chocolate for Lent, hear me out. I don't believe that giving up chocolate for Lent is true biblical fasting. That's called dieting. However, if chocolate is something that you turn to because of the joy it brings you to eat a candy bar, or if you eat chocolate ice cream because of the peace it brings you when you're anxious, then replacing chocolate with time spent with God is fasting. Consider this. What if, when you feel the craving for chocolate because you believe it's going to bring you joy and satisfaction, you resist the urge and instead you turn to God and you pray, Lord, I really want to eat chocolate right now because I believe it will satisfy me. But Lord, I believe that you are my true joy and that you can satisfy me in a way that chocolate never will. And so right now, God, I turn to you to worship and praise you. What if, when you feel anxious and really want to find peace in a carton of ice cream, you turn to God instead and you say, Lord, I am so anxious right now and I want ice cream because I believe it will soothe me. But Lord, I believe that the peace that passes understanding is found in you and that you can calm my anxious heart in a way that food never can. So Lord, I turn to you right now to worship and praise you. That is fasting. Not just giving something up, but looking to God to give you what you formerly looked to that other thing to do. In the same way, giving up Facebook or Instagram for Lent is not biblical fasting. It's called taking a break from social media. However, if Facebook is something you turn to because of the thrill it brings you at learning what is new in the world or in the lives of your friends, or because of the affirmation you get from others, then replacing Facebook with God is fasting. What if, instead of automatically clicking on your social media apps when you're bored or when you want to know what others are talking about, you resist the urge and then turn to God instead, praying, Lord, I really want to go on Facebook right now because I'm craving the thrill of finding out what other people are thinking or doing. But Lord, I believe that the greater thrill will come from knowing what you have said and what you want to do in my life. And so, Lord, instead of going on Facebook, I choose to spend this time with you in your word and in prayer. Lord, please share your heart with me. Or if Facebook is a source of affirmation for you, what if you stayed away from it and instead you prayed, Lord, I'm craving the attention and affirmation of others right now because I believe that it will give me the self-worth that I'm longing for. But Lord, I know that the approval of the crowd will never fill me up the way your approval does. And so, Lord, I turn to you instead. Help me to find the peace and joy in your great love for me. Once again, this is fasting. Not just giving something up, but looking to God to give you what you used to look to something else to do. And if you're just doing a traditional fast from food this Lent, when you feel the hunger pangs, pray, God, I need food right now, but I need you more than I need food. Or, Lord, I want to eat so badly right now, but I want your presence even more. I tell you that God honors that kind of prayer and that kind of heart. Fasting is an essential and powerful discipline for the follower of Jesus, and Lent is an excellent time to put it into practice. I would encourage you, even today, to take stock of your life, to consider what it is that you are turning to most regularly for your joy, your approval, your strength, or to bring you peace. What would it look like for you not just to take a break from those things, but to declare to God through your actions that He is your joy, He is your approval, He is your strength, and He is the only one who can bring you true peace. I truly believe that you will find there is nothing you can give up that the Lord will not replace with something 100 times better, His presence. As you consider what to fast from this Lent, I encourage you to take to heart these powerful words from Jonah chapter 2, verses 8 through 9. Those who cling to worthless idols forfeit the grace that could be theirs. But I, with a song of thanksgiving, will sacrifice to you. What I have vowed I will make good. Salvation comes from the Lord. Thank you for listening, and may God give you a deeper experience of his presence and power and love in your life as you fast this Lent.